Daddy, please help her. The words sliced through the noise of the winter street before I even knew who said them. For a second, everything slowed, the traffic light blinking red, the snow slush under boots, the cold air burning my lungs, and I realized the voice belonged to my daughter. And when I turned, I saw fear on her small face, the kind that doesn't ask, it begs. I was just another single dad in Toronto, walking home from the grocery store with my 8-year-old, Ava. Life had been a careful balancing act since her mom passed: school runs, late shifts, stretching paychecks, learning how to braid hair and pack lunches that didn't come back untouched. I taught Ava to keep her head down, to stay kind, to trust that most people meant well. That afternoon challenged every lesson I thought I'd taught her. Across the street, near a bus stop dusted with dirty snow, 2 men were crowding a woman in a thin coat. She couldn't have been much older than me. One man blocked her path while the other grabbed at her bag. She kept saying sorry, over and over, like apologies could protect her. People passed by, eyes forward, shoulders tight. Canada prides itself on politeness, on helping out, but fear can silence even the kindest hearts. Ava squeezed my hand harder. Daddy, please help her. I saw my own fear reflected in my daughter's eyes, and in that moment, something inside me settled. I didn't think about consequences or whether I'd win or lose. I thought about the kind of world Ava was learning to live in, and the man she needed me to be. I told Ava to stay right where she was, behind the lamppost, and to call for help if I didn't come back. My voice shook, but my feet moved. I shouted first, hoping my presence would be enough. It wasn't. One of the men laughed, the other swore. The woman's eyes met mine, wide, desperate, and that's when everything became simple. I won't pretend I was brave. I was terrified. The struggle was fast and messy, boots slipping, breaths coming hard. I remember the shock of cold air in my chest, the sting of knuckles, the sound of a body hitting the ground. I remember yelling for someone to call the police. And then it was over. Sirens in the distance. The 2 men ran, leaving behind a dropped wallet and a street suddenly quiet again. The woman was shaking. I offered my coat, my hands clumsy, my heart pounding. She kept thanking me, her voice breaking, and I kept saying it was okay, that she was safe now, even as my knees threatened to give out. When the police arrived, they took statements. Ava ran into my arms, crying into my jacket, and I held her like I'd never let go. That night, I didn't sleep much. Bruises bloomed across my ribs. Ava had nightmares. I wondered if I'd made the right choice, if I'd risked too much. In the morning, I packed her lunch and walked her to school, both of us quieter than usual, the city moving on around us. The next day, there was a knock at my door. 2 people stood in the hallway of our small apartment building, a woman in a tailored coat and a man with a leather briefcase. They introduced themselves carefully, respectfully. The woman said she was the CEO of a national logistics company headquartered in Vancouver. She said the woman at the bus stop was her sister. She told me how her sister had called her in tears after it happened, how she described a man who stepped in without hesitation, with his child watching. She said she'd spent the night thinking about courage, about community, about the quiet heroes who never make the news. She asked if she could sit down. We talked at our kitchen table, Ava listening from the doorway. The CEO didn't offer money. She offered gratitude, first. Then opportunity. She'd noticed my work history on the police report: warehouse supervisor, steady, reliable. She had an opening for a site manager, better hours, benefits that mattered, a chance to breathe. No strings, just a belief that good should meet good. I didn't know what to say. My hands shook as much as they had the day before. Ava stepped forward and said, "Daddy helps people." The CEO smiled, eyes wet, and nodded. Months later, life looks different. Not perfect, just steadier. Ava still holds my hand on busy streets. We still see people look away sometimes. But she also sees people stop. She knows that fear is real, but so is choice. On cold mornings, when we pass that bus stop, she squeezes my hand and looks up at me. "Daddy, please help her," she'd said. And I did, not because I'm strong, or special, or fearless, but because love makes ordinary people do extraordinary things. And sometimes, when you choose to stand up, the world stands with you the next day.